those women that don't want to date down, you're quick to tell those women who have standards about how, oh, your standards are too high. Your standards are too high. Da, 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 blah, blah, blah. You're a gold digger. You're a prostitute. You're this. You're that. You know. But then the women who's taking pebbles, who's getting dogged out, you know what I mean, who definitely deserves way more than what they're getting, y'all never tell her, like, oh my, you deserve better. The ones that selling for the dust and the man-mans and the day-days, half of y'all don't parch our lips and tell her, oh no, you could do better. Why? Because y'all be wanting a fucking discount. That's what it is. That's what it is. You don't tell her that. You get what I'm saying? And you know what else it be too? The women that, you know, have their standard high, you tell them that their standards are too high and this, and that. When all you gotta go do is fuck with the bitches that are okay with the bare minimum. That's all you gotta go do. But y'all don't fuck with them. Y'all don't go date them. And y'all also don't tell them that their standards are too low. You come over to where you know you ain't qualified and try to talk her and make her feel guilty so she can deal with you. Bonkers, crazy, ludicrous. You can't make this shit up. You know what I mean? Date in your lane, bruh. Date in your lane. That's all I'm saying. And before men get in the uproar and be cussing me out, understand that I ain't talking about all men. I'm talking about some of you. And if the shoe fit, strap that bitch up and wear it. Period, point blank. Now, if the shoe don't fit, don't say okay? All right.
You know you're such a fucking lady, right? Yeah. She only really rock with a team. She don't really fuck with you, boy.
Hey, ladies and gents. My name is Miss Brownstone. I am your host today, and welcome to Miss Brownstone's channel. If you're listening on Spotify or all those things there, welcome to She Knows. And this is probably going to be the last video I do that's going to be on Spotify, because I ain't with it, or if it ever makes it to Spotify. But anyways, let's get into some things. So recently, a couple days ago, what is her name? This beautiful black woman, all right? She was talking to Ayana, and hold on. All right, I'll play the clip in a minute. Okay, so recently social media has been in an uproar. The internet has been in an uproar about something that this black woman had to say, and we're gonna play the clip here, and then we're gonna get into some things. As you read the title, I said, "Are black women's standards too high?" Let's talk about it. So let's play the clip right here.
When some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, and I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum, trust me, I've done them all, they are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
Would you date a bus driver? Would you date
if
a bus
he owns
driver?
the bus? If he owns
No.
it. If he owns the bus.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. Okay. Because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in this society.
You know, older women, especially, what's her name, Ayana, or a lot of people nowadays, they get on these platforms and they just say stuff just because it sounds good. You get what I'm saying? It sounds good, and this is what we should be talking about, and this is how life should be. But baby boy, baby girl, that ain't how it is, okay? So first thing first, I want to say, I'm going to share my thoughts, because that's what I do over here. If you haven't seen my recent video, I talked about that men date down and women date up. And this isn't my first time touching on this topic, because I've touched on it before. And, you know, and it's starting to sound like a broken record, because it's like, there's double standards. Either get with it or get lost. Like, I mean, that's just where we're at in life. You know what I mean? So, I say all that to say that, Ayana, I understood where she was coming from, saying that the criteria that we look for in a man don't match up to us. But I think that that's not all women per se. You get what I'm saying? Now, if it was a woman that works at McDonald's talking about, oh, I can't date a bus driver, you know, then I totally will get that. You get what I'm saying? But this woman is on TV. She done wrote books. You know what I mean? She probably makes 6 figures. Why would a woman who makes 6 figures want to date the bus driver? You know, and I get it. Y'all want to talk about, oh, it shouldn't always be about money and blah, 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 blah. But if we already touched on the fact that women are hypergamous by nature, if we already touched on the fact that a woman will not respect you if she feels as though you're not bringing something to the table, if we already touched on that, then why would we touch on it again? You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, how the hell is Eboni going to be in the same room with a bus driver? Okay, talk about it. Y'all see my little bun? I had just finished working out, so I was like, I don't want to do too much. I'm going to do a little, freshen up, do a little something on my face and call it what it is. But yeah, like, that's like me being in the same room as Diddy. Without buying backseat tickets or something, you know, VIP tickets or something. We don't run in the same department. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that she gave her opinion for her situation, and that don't mean that we just bash her and it has to do with all black women or just women in general. And quite frankly, I've said this multiple times, I'm tired, okay? I'm tired, all right, of hearing all the time that black women's standards are too high or that women's standards are too high and we should just, it's just like they want black women to settle so much. If society is forcing black women to settle all the time, when men should be the one rising to the occasion. If you want to date that woman, you should be on your shit, get your shit together so you can be qualified for that woman. You get what I'm saying? Y'all don't have a problem when you go to the damn bank and the bank tell you ain't qualified for this loan, your credit score ain't good enough. Y'all ain't got a problem with that. Y'all go ahead and build your credit up, right? So you get that motherfucking Porsche, BMW, whatever it is. But why when it comes to this woman and she's saying that no, she's not dating him, it's an issue. Like, and when did we forget that, one, yes, it's a double standard, but, you know, a woman's beauty is equal to a man's wallet. You know what I mean? And a man's wallet is equal to a woman's beauty. That's why you see these men, they get their bread up and they get the most pop out with the most beautiful girl ever. You get what I'm saying? Oh, God, I thought I put my phone do not disturb. Let me do that now. Don't kill me. I'm sorry. Okay. But yeah, they get with the most beautiful women ever, right? And you see these beautiful women, you know, you don't see them with the average Joe. You know, you see beautiful women and they may be with an ugly dude, but his money probably long. So I just feel like it's an insult to ask that woman who makes 6 figures and she's also beautiful as hell, oh, why won't she be with the bus driver? That's the problem. You know, don't use her as an example. You should be talking to these average chicks out here who's saying, oh, no, I'm only going to date the man who owns the bus. Now, shorty, you need to be humble, okay? Bring it down a notch. But as for the women that have their stuff together, if you want to date her, you need to rise to the occasion. You know what I mean? So I wanted to talk about this because I wanted to say that don't ever lower your standards. You know, and we need to stop making examples out of people, but it is what it is. Don't ever lower your standards, you know. And we have to understand that when it comes to standards, you know, it's not so much of 6 figures and 6 feet tall, right? Because I like when Ayana was making a comment about, you know, about the man's value, you know, and his morals and stuff like that. And I think that plays a role. I definitely agree with that. That's why I say all the time, like, you know, you having 6 figures don't make you high value. But at the end of the day, you have to at least be on that woman level or above her. Like, that's just what it's going to be. No one is going backwards. You are not going to see... Come on. You do ask a woman that drive a bus would she date a man at McDonald's. She going to tell you hell no. All right? So, who was I going with this? I just feel like you should date someone who is on your level or higher, you know. And then, and his morals and everything else matters too. His wallet should definitely be a bonus. But I'm not going to tell you to entertain something that's just not on your level. Like, that just sounds crazy. That just sounds crazy. You should have qualifications for a motherfucker to fuck with you. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, once you go through the qualifications and you able to and you meet the standards, now we could talk about all those other things. But don't think that a woman is choosing you because, okay, you meet the standards, but your values and all other stuff and your personality and all that stuff, you're a bad person. She's just going to deal with you because you got money. Now, that's just stupid. But I want to talk about this, like I said before, because I just don't like the idea of telling women that their standards are too high. You know, like, that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, I can't stand that, because everybody, different strokes with different folks. You don't know what that person needs to satisfy her. And who are you to come out and say that her standards are too high? That's like with B. Simone. And she was saying she don't want to date a guy that has a 9 to 5. Everybody bashed her down the damn drain, you know, to the ground, and was like, oh yeah, well, why can't you? Why can't you? What if he's a plumber? What if he's da-da-da? Well, you're talking to somebody that's an influencer. You're talking to somebody that's in front of cameras all day long. You're talking to somebody that has to stay up all night trying to figure out how they're going to go viral, for instance. You know what I'm saying? You're talking to those people that really are entrepreneurs, but not only is she just an entrepreneur, she's an entrepreneur in the social eye. You know what I'm saying? She's a social figure, you know, and I feel like when it comes to that, whoever she dates need to understand that lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? It's just some things that the average Joe ain't going to have in common with B. Simone. You get what I'm saying? And it's just some things that the bus driver ain't going to have in common with Eboni. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, let's hear what Eboni had to say. Because, honey, sugar bye, honey bun. She said some good shit. And I totally agree with her, and we're going to talk about that part too. Hold on, let me find the clip. This is what Eboni had to say, honey.
And I don't really care if you're hurt or offended by it. And since some of y'all are already big mad, let me go ahead and make you incensed. So out of the 50,000 plus comments posted on social, I only saw a handful that even considered the possibility of a bus owner being a more aspirational position and recognizing that I am actually speaking and pouring into the ascension of black men when I said what I said. But see, no, some of y'all were too busy naming and shaming me personally and black women in general as undesirable, gold diggers, and much worse. Now, I suspect that some of y'all are the same men that were bringing home C's and D's on your report cards, only to then be coddled by parents that said, well, that's okay, as long as you're doing your best. Well, listen, I love and believe in the excellence of black men. So no, my dear, C's and D's or any other form of mediocrity is not okay. No, I will not create a soft place for you or anybody that I love to fall comfortably into the bigotry of low expectations. So I'm going to say one more time, there's absolutely nothing wrong with driving a bus. My mother Gloria drove one for years. But could it be that black America has been sold a narrative of average, regular, and typical being good enough for us? Well, see, that's called white supremacy. And in this case, it takes the form of conditioning black Americans to happily accept being a permanent American underclass. But see, because I know the truth about black folk in America, no, average is not and will never be good enough for me. And the gag is, I don't think it's good enough for you either.
Honey, she got you right on up, okay? She got you right on up, all right? She said, let me talk to you for a minute. Let me tell you about yourself. You ever had your mother, when y'all out in public, and she get you real right without having to show her ass? That's what she did. She got you read you right on up, okay? Read you like the Bible, the front, the back, the side, and the left, okay? But no, she's right, though. I think that black men, and this is what I'm saying, rise to the occasion. Like, you know what I mean? If this is the type of woman you want, you know, why settle for the basic when you can have, you know what I mean? Like, come on. But I think that that's the thing with, like, black men and black women nowadays. Like, not only do y'all not see value in us, but y'all don't like a challenge. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I have to challenge you every day, and I'm not saying that black women have to be combative. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying, what I'm saying is that anytime a black woman and a black man get together, anytime a black woman get with any type of race, I can promise you that that woman makes sure that you're better. You get what I'm saying? And that's where it comes in, where we forget a woman's worth. You get what I'm saying? We really sit up here and we love black men. You know what I mean? Like, we love black men to the point there's a lot of black women who don't want to date outside their race because they just love black men so much, right? We love black men. So when I'm with my black man, and when I'm with my boyfriend, my husband, fiance, whatever, I'm going to pour into parts that I feel like you're lacking in. You know, and I'm not saying that my goal is to beat you down, but I'm saying that I want to let you know where you're fucking up at and where you can do better. And I want to motivate you and, you know, and support you to be a better you. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to make you better as a man, and vice versa. You're supposed to make me better as a woman. So why is it a problem when she don't want to settle for mediocre? Why is it a problem when she's saying, well, you want to be the bus driver, you could be this, you get what I'm saying? And I think that's what it is too. And that's why when black women and black men do get together and that woman makes more than that man, it's always a problem, or it's always a dick sling contest, or they feel as though, they're in competition with us. Or they get mad because the black woman is always like, baby, you could do a little bit better. You know what I mean? What about this? What you think about that? I done had a man tell me one time, why do you keep trying to make me somebody that I'm not? And I'm like, because I want you to want more out of life, because I see more for you. I'm making you somebody that you're not. You know what? You right. You like ambition. And I'm just going by my way. Because I ain't trying to be funny, but a lot of black women and a lot of women are okay, with thugging it out with you. Let me explain. If you say, look, babe, I could only afford this studio apartment, you know what I mean? I'll pay all the bills in here and everything like that. You cook, you clean, and you contribute to the family any way that you can, maybe be little bills, whatever. But I can only afford this studio apartment, and this is what we're going to live in. There's a lot of women who are okay with being in that studio apartment with you. You know what I mean? However, it's but so long she's going to stay in that bitch. You get what I'm saying? It's like if that Honda don't turn into a Bentley coupe, nigga, we got a problem. You know what I mean? So what's the end goal? Where are we working to? What are we building towards? But people don't want to talk about that. A lot of motherfuckers and a lot of men nowadays, and I can only speak for my friends, but I have seen, are comfortable. Right? So I don't mind being in the studio apartment with you and thugging it out with you. You know what I mean? And we come in together, we put our coins together, and we build an empire. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be working towards something. It needs to go from studio to one bedroom to two bedroom to a house or something. You know what I'm saying? A townhouse, something. But we just can't be stagnant. No, sir. We can't be stagnant. And that's the thing. Y'all like to beat women down and say, oh, wow, women are always saying, take me as I am, take me as I am. Newsflash, a lot of mine are men. And a lot of men these days, are on some take me as I am, okay? I ain't got it all, Keisha. I ain't got it all, Vicky. Take me as I am. Respect me for what it is. But we like, nah, nigga, I want more. You get what I'm saying? If I walk in just as I am, you're not going to be okay with that. You know what I mean? You're going to be like, well, when are you going to start this journey? So it's just corny. It's corny because don't be a take me as I am nigga, but you ain't trying to move towards something else. You know what I'm saying? Hope I ain't losing y'all. But definitely, a lot of men that are complaining nowadays about women who standards are too high, about women who, want the finer things out of life or just want to live a better life than where they came from. These are the men who don't want more. These are the men who are stagnant. These are the men who it's too much for them. You get what I'm saying? Oh, black women are this, black women are that. Women want too much. But why wouldn't I? Anybody want to answer that question? Because I would like to hear the answers. Okay? And I think the thing that really pissed me off the most about them beating down Eboni is the fact that you asked her a specific question. Would she date a bus driver? You didn't say, like you making her voice be like the voice for all women. Like, if she feels like a bus driver is not qualified for her motherfucking ride, what's the problem? Stop sitting up here telling black women, oh, your standards are too high, your standards are too high. No, black men, meet to the equation. Where am I going? Meet to the, geez, I'm getting hot. Rise up to the equation. You know what I'm saying? Stop sitting here talking about something, oh, y'all standards are too high. No, nigga, rise up. Rise up. Why do you want to be average at best? Ain't that y'all favorite saying? Why do you want to be average at best? Especially when you sit here and you say that a man's wallet is equal to a woman's beauty. Well, if I look good as fuck and I'm making 6 figures, why would I settle for the bus driver? Like, come on. At the end of the day, when you apply for a job, you gotta have certain keywords on your resume. You gotta have a certain amount of experience to be qualified for this job, right? And then when you get the interview, they find out, oh my God, he's motivated. Oh my God, he has discipline. Oh my God, he's a team player. That's when they like, okay, we want him. But to get the interview, Your resume, you had to fit the criteria. What's the problem? You know what it is? Shit only applies to y'all when it's beneficial to y'all. And look, before men get in the uproar and be cussing me out, understand that I ain't talking about all men. I'm talking about some of you. And if the shoe fit, strap that bitch up and wear it. Period, point blank. Now, if the shoe don't fit, don't say shh. Okay? All right. I'm just over it. It's like, and you know what? It's only black women that y'all feel the need to call gold diggers and prostitutes. You know, we're not supposed to want for nothing. And we're supposed to always carry the load and carry everything on our back and be strong, independent mules at this point. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we're supposed to be. It's only black women that you say that to because you know that these white women are not going to college just for education. They're going to college to get married and find a husband, right? Y'all know that. And y'all say, oh my God, y'all glamorize that as if it's okay. You know that these Indian women are having arranged marriages. You know that these Asian women, you know what I mean, are making sure that they're marrying up. Yeah, they all might be family oriented and all that other stuff, and that's good. But y'all know that all of these other races and ethnicities are practicing hypergamy, and they are not settling for the bare minimum when it comes to men. You know, and y'all understand that, and y'all respect that, and y'all treasure these women. But when it comes to black women, when they saying, no, I ain't going for that. You got to have to deal with me. Oh, she's a gold digger. Oh, she's a prostitute. Oh, da-da-da-da. You ain't calling Becky that. You ain't, nobody parted their lips and called Becky that. I just don't get it. We not supposed to want for shit. That's what it is. We not supposed to want for shit. Or we supposed to be, you know, making excuses like y'all do. Black men, not all, sit up here all the time and say how, oh, this system wasn't made up for us to be successful. And, you know, the white man this and white supremacy this. And that's why I'm messed up. And you expect, you know, Diana, Keisha, whatever, to come in and be like, oh, baby, I understand. The white man set us up for failure. So I'm going to live with you in this cardboard box. It's okay. You don't have to want more. Just settle for what you're getting. Hell no. It ain't happening, Captain. Period, point blank. Okay? Period, point blank. I'm not going for it. And I know a lot of women that ain't going for it. So either get your ish together or get up out of bitch face. Okay? Find a woman you qualify for. Point blank, period. Find date in your lane. Okay? Some women are just out of your league. And there's nothing wrong with admitting that. Just like some men are just out of some women's league. Point blank, period. When Kevin Samuels came out, he said what? High value men want feminine and submissive women. And also said that you have to be pretty. You have to be fit. You have to be friendly. Blah, 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 blah. All these things y'all sat down and just kept saying, piling up on the black women and beating us down, saying that we don't fit those criterias, right? We don't fit those, so we don't qualify for high value men. Some of us, not all of us. We don't qualify for high value men, right? Okay, well, guess what? Now we're telling you don't qualify for certain women. And it's a problem. You get what I'm saying? Because we got to understand that not everybody is just sitting around complaining. Some motherfuckers are putting in the work. There's some women that heard what Kevin Samuels said and said, no, I got to get my shit together. Okay? Real quick. I need to get my shit together. But it's a lot of y'all men that's consuming the content and still ain't get your shit together. Okay? Still ain't get your shit together. All right? And don't get me wrong, I love Kevin Samuels. RP him. You know what I mean? Rest in peace. All right? I have no problem with him. But there's a lot of men who only heard him bashing black women, who only heard him bashing women. They never got the overall message. Kevin Samuels had his foot on y'all necks as much as he had his foot on our motherfucking necks, okay? And some of y'all still slacking. Y'all just keep repeating, regurgitating what this man done said. What about when he told you straight up that women respect resources, okay? What about when he told you straight up that, okay, I understand that y'all saying that women are out here using men for meals and nowadays and she don't really like you, but if you can't afford to spend more than $50 on a date, you need not to be dealing with her. Where's your discernment? You don't know what kind of woman you getting into before you get into it. You ain't vet her right. Y'all don't want to talk about that though. Right? Y'all want to talk about that, though. I think we got to a point where we just think that, you know, we put too much energy on the fucked up versions of black women. And we put too much, and I hope I ain't going on a rant, put too much energy on, you know, the bad American women. You know, oh, wow, she's not, you know, feminine and submissive. So all black. No, it's not all of us, bro. Who is out here getting ice cream? But anyways, I feel like to say that, you know, I'm just spreading not spreading, but I'm just venting on how I feel. And I'm also making it known that, you know, women should not lower their standards. Hello, you heard the ice cream truck. Women should not lower their standards. Either you gonna rise up and take on the challenge, or you just get out the way and get somebody that's impressed with your little bus driver truck. Get somebody that's impressed with your little bus driver check. And get somebody that's impressed with your little McDonald's check. Date down. If you date down, we ain't got to have these conversations. You get what I'm saying? And it's so crazy because y'all are quick to tell the women that have standards that's saying, no, a man needs to have this, and that to deal with me, or whatever the case may be. You know, those women that don't want to date down, you're quick to tell those women who have standards about how, oh, your standards are too high. Your standards are too high. You're a gold digger. You're a prostitute. You're this. You're that. You know. But then the women who's taking pebbles, who's getting dogged out, you know what I mean, who definitely deserves way more than what they're getting, y'all never tell her, like, oh my, you deserve better. The ones that selling for the dust and the man-mans and the day-days, half of y'all don't parch our lips and tell her, oh no, you could do better. Why? Because y'all be wanting a fucking discount. That's what it is. That's what it is. You don't tell her that. You get what I'm saying? And you know what else it be too? The women that, you know, have their standard high, you tell them that their standards are too high and this and that, when all you gotta go do is fuck with the bitches that are okay with the bare minimum. That's all you gotta go do. But y'all don't fuck with them. Y'all don't go date them. And y'all also don't tell them that their standards are too low. You come over to where you know you ain't qualified and try to talk her and make her feel guilty so she can deal with you. Bonkers. Crazy. Ludicrous. You can't make this shit up. You know what I mean? Date in your lane, bruh. Date in your lane. That's all I'm saying. The mic done fell. But anyways, I'm wrapping this up. Ladies, don't lower your standards. Men, if you can't rise up, date down. Simple. I'm getting up out of here. As always, ladies, keep it clack shit. And I look forward to hearing from you guys next time.